Hi everyone, welcome to Dear Unicorn. I'm Raven, the Savage Queen, aka Glamour Puss.
I am Olivia. What's up?
And Saadiq. Stop.
I want you to stop doing this. Like you serving a platter. our RuPaul made the best woman win. What is that?
Hi. Leafy.
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about love. Love.
Last?
Lost.
Yep.
So we're going to be talking about these things, how it affects persons specifically in the LGBT community. And obviously, love is love across the board. It doesn't matter, but there are some things that are a little more strenuous when it comes to being a LGBT person and being in love. The regular societal norms are a bit, they don't go as traditional Bayesian values would suggest. So we're going to be talking about how that affects persons and personal experiences we've had and all that good stuff. So yeah, let's go.
Right. You want to talk about love first or lust? Ooh, I go crush because of my crushes. Because that's kind of lusting. I'm hoping for love. And we do crush. Come on, we crush on straight people. And that's the worst sort of crush you should have.
I'll let you speak to that because
You know, crush on straight people.
I have a boyfriend. I'm in a committed or long term one penis relationship. So I'm not really sure how to sympathize with you on this crush situation. But I'm here for it. I'm a supporter of everything love. So let's talk about your crush and how it's a little traumatic being in a crush with a straight person.
Okay, so I have more than one crush. Let me just start with that, right? I have this
Messy.
crushing on people that are unavailable. I know why they do it because that has more to do with me not wanting to get in a relationship or talk to somebody. So I will always find myself crushing on people that I know they're gonna talk to me. So that's like a safe place for me. I can crush on you all day long and it'll be good. But then in the long run it's bad because I am crushing on someone who cannot give me what I want. So I don't think it's just something that I do. I think in the culture LGBT, and not just even in Barbados, because you see it on the media, the films and stuff and books that we read, we tend to have a tendency to crush on people. And there's this thing about you hoping that the straight person might be gay. I am not even trying to hope that the body gay. My crush is literally just that. This is someone that I know and I accept that they're straight, and I just like to see them. But there are people out there, they know that someone is straight and they're trying to turn them. I ain't know they're trying to turn nobody. I ain't know they're trying to
They're trying to seduce people and
hold
shit.
somebody's hand, walk you through the aisles of gayness. I got no time for that. Look,
aisles
someone
of
messaged me the other
gayness.
day
The Isles of Gay.
and she's like, oh, she's not coming to terms with herself now. I was like, hey, it's so nice. I'm here for you as a friend, but I'm not interested. Because this is the thing. I know how sex for another woman is for the first time. I know where I am right now. I am looking for a serious, deep, intimate relationship with nobody right now. I'm healing, right? So, thank you. It took a while that I said I'm healing, but I am healing. So, where I am right now, I don't want to be using you to release something, and then I realize that you're catching feelings that I can't give back. And that's something that a lot of people tend to do. We tend to fall in love with sex with a person, and I did tell someone that I recently stop fucking that. I could laugh the sex thing because I'm really stressed. But we do find that we will meet somebody in the sex real good and we just in this crazy ass cycle of coming back to them all the time. I can't deal with the drama. I am one lesbian that don't do drama. Ask them. I don't do drama.
I mean, I could somewhat agree from my perspective because again, yeah, sometimes the sex is really good to the point where you kind of put emotional attachments to it.
Mm-hmm.
So then it becomes this thing of, oh yeah, the sex is good, and then everything else starts to appear, and you're just like, how did this happen?
Was
Or
everything else started okay?
A rough example, I guess, is maybe you are the person, or both of y'all maybe start catching feelings for each other. And even though you set out like guidelines that, yeah, this is just no strings attached, that type of thing, it happens. It kind of will happen when depending on certain people.
No strings thing is real for me, right?
We
It
spoke
is.
about sex before, right? The whole sex episode.
Yeah, but that was more like safe sex. Because
Right.
we talk a lot about this is the time we can just talk.
So I think we could incorporate the whole sex thing now when it comes to love, because for me, I I don't like random casual sex. Like meet you on Grindr or Tinder or whatever. It's like, oh my god, you have
Yeah,
a nice
I got
penis.
you with that. I
Let's
really do.
have sex. No nigga, I'm about fucking you just because you got a penis. But when it comes to like no strings attached, you have to find somebody who has the mental capacity to understand it is just sex.
Yep.
There's nothing beyond it. It's just to meet up, fuck, and go our separate ways. I'm not saying there's not supposed to be some level of common decency. How was your day? Like, you really in a mood for this to happen? But
I think when that happens,
don't
a lot of
come-
people mistake that for relationship or feelings.
yes, so that's my thing. Like, have a clear cut understanding. Sign a contract, something to understand that the sex is just sex.
Boundaries.
There needs to be boundaries, because people then go into this thing where it is, okay, we had sex 3 times, so you want to go and get drinks this weekend? And then it goes from pretty much the lust phase to falling in love.
And it's even worse
And-
when the only one person does it.
Yeah, so when the feelings aren't reciprocated, that is the problem.
Yeah,
Because then you're in your feelings all the way up here, and the person barely 2-stepping all the way across left.
Yeah, like you make it at least 5 steps per fucking mile, and then make it just like maybe 2 or 1.5.
So people need to understand that. But for me, when it comes to, I prefer to be in a relationship and have sex with my partner.
I get that.
True.
I don't like just meeting random persons. Even if like I had a connection with somebody before, and at the time we were both dating, or one or the other was in a relationship and we couldn't be together intimately, I generally avoid that. Going from a something that happened recently, but
You're learning.
not I learning. The person needs to learn. Ooh, Jesus, this is going to be problems anyhow.
No, but no, the whole point of this podcast is to talk about things that everybody else go through. So you might be talking about a situation that there are other people out there that are going through and just don't know what the fuck to do about it.
True.
So talk.
So me and this person, we had a long-term relationship, like friendship. The chemistry was good. We were compatible on a lot of levels, but the time to be intimate or to try to pursue a relationship was not ideal at that time. I was in a relationship or not getting out of one. They had other things going on in their life. Now we've rekindled that, whatever it was before, like just basic friends, but then it started to develop, as they would say, they were trying to let it grow organically into a relationship, and it wasn't working because I get bored easily, and that's not a couple in any way. Like, I need a man to stimulate me mentally,
And physically.
physically, spiritually. I need you to connect on a different level so that it's just not sex. Like, oh my god, I just want to have sex with you because your penis is so amazing, your body's so nice. I don't want it to be just that. But then we couldn't come to, I like titles. Girlfriend,
I like titles too.
wife.
And I don't like that you
Why?
put with titles as that.
Yeah.
So I don't want it to be left to open interpretation, because if you see somebody else and this person catches your interest and you then have sex with them, what is happening with me and you? So now you're having constant sex with them,
Alright.
and then our whatever is left
But
to.
a title was asked and you said no.
I think it was asked what title get asked.
You remember when we were before the podcast started? You told us about the situation with the phone call and you said no. Well, so is it because that was an indirect asking of the title and it wasn't a surety where that person knew with confidence that you were their girlfriend?
that person did not know how to. I have a problem. Okay, so my personality is very big. I have a very grandiose personality. I intimidate men a lot of the time. So I want a man that knows how to say, look, bitch, I like you, I want to be my girlfriend, or you can't talk to nobody else now because I interested in getting to say wholeheartedly with you.
And use all they want.
And exactly, he was not that. So it's like when I could attack you nuts and squeeze and get all the juice out of it, and they just I'm about that. Like
Yeah.
that a man for me because I don't want a man to tame me. I want a man to match my personality, if not supersede it. Like I can feel comfortable like use my man, and that's it. I ain't got a question, you know.
I completely get that.
So I would have liked him to be that clear cut. Now with my boyfriend, he could tell me I am talking to the other girls, and he's a very nice looking guy. He what he does, people notice him. So when he was like he interested in these girls and he started talking to these girls for me and think it it's raised a low red flag when a man says he starts talking to other women for you. But if he could openly admit that and he has no problem, fine. So we got into a relationship knowing I am a very big personality. He's a little more reserved. So the dynamic works. He like last night when he was telling me like I made I made I no well yeah I made a comment. It's funny because he knows we have a team. Anyhow, so
Okay.
anyhow, let's not get
That's
into a personal conversation that nobody seems to know about.
Uh-huh.
So last night we were out drinking and I left the two of these to go to meet my boyfriend, and then he had stuff to do so he couldn't sleep over. So then we left, we went back. So on our way home we saw someone who was a bit, the person was fat. Jesus Christ. I am buttering it up. The person was really big. And I have no problem with fat people because I'm slim, I'm skinny, bony, whatever you want to call it. But the person was really big, sitting on a bench, and they took up 93% of the bench. So I was like, oh Lord, like a Fatima's prime. And he was like, girl, you didn't have to say it.
I know you was gonna say
I know you were going to say
Say
something.
something.
You didn't have to say it. I was like, but like you know me. Like you know my mouth gets me in trouble. Like I'm going to say it. Jesus Christ. So everybody else was like, yeah, we see she big and whatever. But he was like you didn't need to say it. Stay. I was like,
And you remember I did tell you today.
it was today.
Right. One of the things I like about Raven, and this is how we're very similar. We don't change for people who are in a relationship. And I think that that's the biggest problem people have when they go into relationships and they think that they
fall in
someone,
love.
they fall in
Right.
love.
They try
think that
to
they need to fall in love with
form
what
to
the
the
person wants and what they think the person needs. So you will now enter in a relationship, and if like he did mention a couple times yesterday when we were hanging out that he seemed a little uncomfortable with how outspoken you were about other people. And I like that the fact that you didn't stop doing that. Because there are some people that would be like, okay, he's uncomfortable when they crack jokes or when they laugh slowly or stuff like that. And they would be like, all right, I will adapt or change or lessen my light for that person. I love that you don't do that because I don't do it, and it's great to be around women, especially strong women that do that. Because we find that women will get in a relationship, I don't see you gotta tell me if it happens too with gay men, that you will get in a relationship and you will start to dim yourself.
It does happen.
Lessen yourself to make this person comfortable, and as you dim, you continue to lessen yourself. You're not happy.
Not me. Very sorry, boyfriend. I understand. He knows I'm loud. I like to scream. And he
That's underrated.
laughing and being jovial. That's what I mean. Not sexual.
But don't
We
you
weren't
know
even
what
making
you're
Let's not get into that.
Mhm.
So
I'm sorry.
I
It was
was-
the conversation that we had earlier. I just
Jesus.
flashed it back in
Yeah.
So I was screaming and he was like,
not in bed, but
We were in the
Jesus.
car. It was all of us. We were not having an orgy, so obviously it wasn't sex. So he was like, "Girl, you were loud." I was like, "Yeah, like you know." He was like, "Don't gonna stop screaming." And no, I was like, "No." And I started screaming even harder. Then we was talking with people. He was like, "You so mean." I was like, "You just tell me that I mean like time." So what happened? He was
Right.
Yeah.
he was like, "Nothing." They just saying it like you already know. I tell you this. And I was like, "Okay, babe." So like we continue talking with people now. He was like, "Go on." So it wasn't like he was trying to change me or whatever, but.
But there are people that would hear that and they would try to change.
True.
And there are persons that would hear their partners say, "Oh, stop this and that," and then they go like this.
Right, and then they're like,
Yeah, I ain't fucking with that. Not,
And personally, I could say for myself, like I have had like that type of relationship. Like maybe let's say when I was first coming out, 16 or so, I got in a relationship. What is it?
Like to remind me of
that he read.
Anyways,
cool, y'all. You really on control.
yes, I'm a tiny tot. God damn it, leave me be.
Let's not say a tiny talk because then people are gonna think we're encouraging underage sex.
Which we aren't.
Oh,
He is
no.
legal.
Yes, I am
He
very
legal
legal.
internationally or just in Barbados?
Just in Barbados, just in the
Just in
Caribbean.
Barbados. So the international ones, you gotta be a couple of years.
Only two. Right. Anyways, but yeah, like
Vacation.
I can I can definitely understand and empathize because I have been in a relationship like that where I've tried to form to a person's needs and wants, thinking that that would be best for them.
This is so
and for
random, but I
me.
hear like your eyelashes like, oh my god, I want to just
Fuck.
why do men have better eyelashes than girls? Oh my god.
I look at his eyelashes and be like, fuck you.
Like I want to go get my lashes and I was like, oh my god, like I just think, oh my god.
You know that's Saadiq talk.
Anyhow.
Because then you can hear that our big personalities is thought Saadiq from saying what he needs to say.
Yes, because I'm the very tiny music.
I'll see.
Please.
Yeah,
No,
but
the funny thing about him being tiny, he's not a bottom. That's why he loves me.
anyways.
I
But
swear.
basically, yeah. But basically, like, yeah, it was at time I was literally like a horse with blinkers. That is how I would mostly say about myself. Like I would do anything to make this person happy and to get some type of like feedback from them in a positive way. And if it was maybe negative, it would just draw me into a corner and make me feel like, okay, I need to do something else then. So it became really unhealthy for myself. And like actually when we did break up, at first I didn't really care. I felt happy. I was like, yeah, he's finally gone. But one of my friends like mentioned like maybe I think days after I told him, he was like, you sure that you're just not putting a bandage over it? I was like, how you mean? Because it seems like with certain people, they, I guess, what's the word? Well, phrase I'm looking for, try to hide their feelings or try to cover up their feelings, thinking that they're fine. But then sooner or later it starts to unravel and then all of them flood out. And that did happen with me. And yeah, that messed me up for a good while, like 3 months. So, yeah, but within those 3 months, I had a lot of time to think. And
So how did you get through the 3 months?
3 months, God bless a little bit of fucking thing. I was a Virgo. I was hold on forever. God bless to eternity.
yes,
Because we are
okay.
talking about love and lust and
Loss.
loss as well.
True.
And I have my experience with my recent. Anyway, with that. But how did you process this breakup? Because obviously it's not as easy to process. No, I'm gonna say it's not as easy. LGBT loss is very intense because love is most of the time tends to be very intense.
True.
And psychologists would try to understand.
But they
unless
can.
you actually in it, you don't
Mhm.
really understand how intense it could be to have a loss like that.
Especially,
and you got
like-
over yours in 3 months. I like remember, I hold a grudge so long you don't even know.
No, trust me.
Right? But then I realized I had to let go and I had to go through a process of doing that. So what was your process of
Well, for me
finding
again,
you and healing?
it ended up being because I try to block out most things by hanging around with people and try to keep positive energy around me. Like, again, this is why I call my friends my family. I don't say friends. If I say friend, that means that you're maybe not as close to me as you should be, or I would think you would be. But when I call you family, that is something I would generally hold dear to myself. So I try to stay around them and try to keep myself positive, and they did help me through the last 3 months. And plus, not to mention, I did meet someone who was generally like heartwarming for me, and yeah, they did help me out already. Although, again, because I just literally came out of that, and it was still like deep in myself, that whole relationship thing, it didn't work out as well as it should have. But again, without them, I don't think I would be like this. I feel I would be maybe more angry sometimes when it comes to certain people and other stuff. But because of them, I generally feel like, okay, you live, you learn. Make sure that that never happens to you again, because that's something for me personally I never really want to experience again.
Wow, I can tell you this now. You young, this can happen to you 1,000 times again.
True. And
Even when you're in a relationship, you just feel hurt.
True.
Because it doesn't mean because you're in a relationship that it all. This is my problem with some people. They think that relationship is all butterflies, like
It's not.
in movies, so everything is happily ever after. It's not.
It
You
really
actually
is not.
experience hurt during the relationship as well.
True.
So let me tell you that it can happen again. We don't mean that you're going to be continuously in another relationship. We mean that there will be times in and during a relationship, something will happen to you and feel hurt. It can be something as simple as them forgetting something or not responding in a way that would have felt love.
True.
Or they themselves may have been hurt.
Any man forget my anniversary or birthday, come and poison you. Straight.
But that's very true, because right now I am dating someone. Sometimes they do stuff without knowing, and
Who you dating?
Remember when you told us? Just start there, so?
oh my god, go away. Right, but yes, like for them, they do scare me again because they remind me so much of my first. So I do get scares from how similar they can be.
Any man reminded me of my first. Again, already he got me with the clay. Are you serious?
But again, they don't do it cautiously, maybe do it subconsciously, and
Is
I
it
do
possible
tell
that
them.
you're falling or you're talking to him because he reminds you of your first?
There is a possibility of that, but things for me have changed, and I would love or maybe like to believe that through that first experience that I shouldn't be as, horse blinkers type of bullshit, because again, that was a very serious problem, and we did, with the person I'm dating now, we did talk about it, and I did tell him that that could happen for me sometimes, and I need him to snap me out of it, and he said yes.
What I like about you, Saadiq, especially such a young age, you're able to acknowledge and accept that you played a role in the breakup of your relationship, and even play a role in the current relationship that you have. Because there are people that in relationships, and I'm very cautious of them, really can't acknowledge that they play a role.
Oh, trust me, that took a while.
Oh, they can't acknowledge that they played a role in the relationship falling apart. Because I will acknowledge, like, my longest relationship, I know I fucked that up, right? And I know that I tried my best near the end of it to solve problems, but I had damaged that person to the point where it wasn't possible. So the only thing I could have salvaged was a friendship. And I find there are a lot of people that they hate all of their exes. And not even for a valid reason, it's just like, all my exes cheat on me or all my exes are assholes. But I think you need to be mature enough to acknowledge that sometimes that you played a role. And I like that at such a young age, reminding you that you are mature in that aspect.
True, and I mean,
very cautious of people that can't acknowledge when they play a role. Like how Raven acknowledged that she probably could have been a little more forceful in telling that they want me in a fucking relationship with you. That's not me, that's okay. But she didn't say all those words, but that's what
I ain't telling you that either. But the fact, be a
acknowledge
man.
that.
Meanwhile, I am never wrong in the relationships. It's always the men that's fuck up.
So the
I'm
person's like,
perfect.
Raven, no.
I'm perfect.
See, no, this is why it can date you. Because you can't acknowledge that.
That's fine.
That's why that is very funny. That's why we're friends.
Guys, that's the end of that, and we'll see you next time from Dear Unicorn.
mm-hmm.
Follow us on all our social media platforms, Dear Unicorn
246.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
See ya.